Hi guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? I'm on my walk. I just want to do some walk rants. I want to update you guys on my process a little bit, just a little bit. I reached another level today in a certain way. I'd like to tell you guys about. Yeah, I've done my homework and studied scales. Where major scales come from triadically, where harmonic minor scales come from triadically, where the triads come from, all 12 keys, all permutations of both types of major scale, which is major scale and harmonic major scale, and both types of minor scale, which is harmonic minor scale and melodic minor scale. That makes 4 possibilities altogether, but really it makes 24 keys because you have 12 minor keys and 12 major keys. And I wasn't expecting to reach this level today. I just did. It hit me after all that work. I got chalk there on my lip. After all that work, it finally hit me that I can channel Mozart now. First, I wasn't trying to reach to that. I wasn't trying to do that. It just came to me. He's one of the greatest composers. He's my favorite composer of all time. And I'm finally able to channel him. I wasn't even trying to reach that level. It just came to me, like I said. I've done my homework and I can channel him, and then I can channel Bach and Beethoven, which are my second and third favorite composers of all time. After that, there's just a slew of them. I never thought I'd be able to channel classical music because it's so advanced. I thought it was going to be over my head all my life. No, I haven't mastered it. No, I don't. I don't know all the Mozart pieces, and I'm not a classical violinist or whatever, but I can channel the energy of Mozart, his vibe, and just kind of, and I think it's going to affect my playing. I think in a good way, because I'm not blocked into thinking I can't do this. I can't do Mozart because I just can't. He's just way above me. Just the attitude shift alone, shifting to knowing that I can channel him, and I'm open to that energy communication or whatever you call it. I think it's going to help me sound better and channel him better and sound more like him, and just improve my music overall. Since he's such a great musician, channeling him will help everything I do. I have a feeling, And like I keep saying, I didn't think I would ever be able to do that. He's just so advanced, but I finally was able to today. I reached to it, and I got it. I got to that. Now here's something. Now tune in, you guys. This is important because I wasn't even going to tell this to you guys, okay? But I can't help but tell you guys my whole process. I was going to keep this to myself, but I just can't do it. It's just too hard for me to keep anything from you guys. So here it goes. I reached a level a couple days ago that was a really great plateau for me. Now, let me introduce the topic first. They were interviewing Amy Malmsteen in the 80s. I think when he was at Alcatraz or something, with Graham Bonnet or on vocals or something like that, somewhere around that era. 83, 84, 80, something like that. And they asked him about his playing, and he said that he used to practice like 8 hours every day. He used to practice every day like 8 hours. And now he doesn't practice anymore. He just doesn't practice anymore. And I thought, that is so fucking cool to be on that level. And again, I never was reaching to that level either. I never thought I could get to that point. I thought I'm never going to reach that level where I just don't have to practice anymore. But I did like 3 days ago. I finally realized that I'm on a plateau where I don't have to practice anymore if I don't want to. It's not an ego statement because I wasn't even going to tell you guys. It was something that happened within me. I wasn't even going to say anything about it. I wasn't even going to tell you guys this. But I can't help myself, and I did. But I just realized I don't have to practice anymore if I don't want to. It changes the vibe of my playing, but I think it makes it looser and cool and more ad lib, more carefree, more loose. I think my last couple jams have had this since this. My last. Well, I did one jam that was right after this breakthrough, but I had so many mishaps that I had to delete it because my phone died right in the middle of it. So I deleted that one. But then I did one since then, I think it's called Instantaneous Miscellaneous or something like that. But that last one was since this breakthrough. And I just realized I don't have to be anal about my playing. I don't have to think I'm still struggling and I'm still working on my technique and I'm never going to get it. I finally just realized I don't have to practice anymore. And yeah, I'm still going to play, of course. You know, there's a lyric by Black Sabbath. There's a lyric by Black Sabbath off the Live Evil album with Ronnie James Dio on vocals, 1980. It's a kind of song called Heaven and Hell, where he says, the ending is just the beginning, you know? The ending of one phase is just a different beginning of something else, and ending the fact... The fact that I no longer have to practice just opens me up to do something else, to start something else that's going to take its place. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be musical. It just means it doesn't have to be practicing guitar for technique or whatever. And I think that's a really cool breakthrough for me to have. I've been playing 44 years to get to that point, you know. And, you know, haters are going to say that I can't even play, so what's the difference? But whatever, think what you want, haters. But no, I don't. I finally don't have to practice if I don't want to. And I think it's a cool thing. It's kind of a letdown in a way, though, because what do I do? You know, what do I do after all this time I've just been practicing all this time? It's kind of a letdown. It's like an Ian Gillan. There's an Ian Gillan lyric from Deep Purple. I think it's called Perfect Strangers or something, where he goes, "It's not the thrill, it's not the kill, it's the thrill of the chase." You know, a lot of the fun of something is chasing it. You know, a lot of the fun of playing guitar is struggling. You know, practicing to get better when you know you're not. That's a lot of the fun, actually. It's just the struggle, you know. Just I want to get better someday, but I may never do it. But I'm trying, and it's fun to struggle. But it's a cool thing to not have to realize that you don't have to practice anymore, because it just frees you up to have a different vibe, and it frees you up to be more present in playing what you really want to play. Not just trying to impress the nearest ear, you know. Like if you let yourself off that hook of always having to be better, you just come off a different way. It's a different sound, it's a different vibe. And I'm glad I came to that before the Moderator and I start recording, because I'm glad I want to have that vibe for the studio work. You know, it's a good thing I got it, actually, because I don't want to be practicing in the studio when I'm supposed to be trying to record. I'm going to be practicing. That's not a good idea. Yet I would have been if I hadn't made this breakthrough. I would have still been practicing. You know, I would have been practicing guitar in the studio. It's just really stupid. But I won't be, because I realized I don't have to practice anymore. So I think that's really cool. So I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.